Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Today is Monday, February 2nd, and I hope you had an incredible weekend. And I hope you're starting off your day with a bright day, and things are going well for you guys today. Today is Monday, February 2nd, and we got a nice little show lined up for you guys. A lot to talk about. Grammys, Epstein's List, a lot of store closings, and a lot of good stuff happened. So, and also some bad stuff. So, we'll talk about that. It's showtime. Welcome to Ocean's Pit. Let's go. Hi, good evening, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Ocean's Pit. How you guys doing today? Let's just start off. First of all, like I said, today is Monday, February 2nd, and last night about some sad news to bring to you guys. You know, I'm usually a little bit more jumpy and happy. And you know, they say when one door opens, which, like I said, when we were lucky to have a new grandchild, Tony and Ange, bringing Dominic Vincent Carrara into this world. And then we lost another little baby. That's our little dog, Mia. Dies at the age of 7 years old last night. She had some complications. She had something up in her nose that they found, a virus. Could have been through her teeth, some sort of cancer. And she was just getting worse. And yesterday during the day, my sister Natalie brought her in. Her and Laura brought her to the doctor, and her blood pressure was so high, and she was blind, going blind. She couldn't see, and just a bad thing. So they had to make a decision early in the morning, and now she's not suffering anymore. So, little Mia, rest in peace, and we'll miss you very much. She was a little, she was a kicker, boy, I tell you. We still have now Bella, and we still have Zoe, but our prayers are with Mia right now. And you guys know what it's like when you lose if you're a dog lover or an animal lover, a dog is family, and it's just like family. It's not just like a pet; it's a real family, and that's how it is for our family. So again. Mia, up in heaven, we will miss you. Okay, now let's get some other stuff going on over here too. Let's get right to our sponsors. Business, as we say in the business. Let's talk about Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. It's time to get your seed started. 8-quart Miracle Grow seed starter mix and or indoor plant mix is 2 for $12. Select 16-quart bags are 2 for $18. Stock up and save. Buy 3 and get 1 free on Ace Basic pleated air filters. And did you know that not all LED bulbs are harsh, cool white? They're also come in bright white and warm white. Get a 10-pack of Fight LED light bulbs for only $9.99. That's less than $1 per bulb. And starting February 3rd to 16th, President's Day sale, one item only, wild bird seed. To get 2 20-pound bags for $16, and that runs to February 13th and 16th. A lot more stuff that's happening at our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Our good friends from Ace Hardware. Speaking of Ace, we want to thank, first of all, thanks for everybody who showed up to our first show back at Chicago Prime on Friday. We were off for 3 weeks. So, again, good time. Thank you, Daryl Armenstad, on Friday night. It was great seeing Kathy Ippolito in from California. Yolanda was there. It was nice also seeing Jackie from Ace Hardware. Also great seeing Kathy and the girls from Pizza Boy Pizza from Edison Park. Of course, Mike and everybody else coming. It was a great turnout Friday. It was fun. Now, Saturday night, boy, now that was a party. We were in the south side of Chicago as well, and I need to thank Big Sammy's in Plainfield. I want to thank Sam, of course, Robert and Michael, the owners of the establishment, and their staff was outstanding. Double T, Toto, great job, WT. It was great seeing Pam and Dave there. Joey and Cindy Spins. Thank you, my buddy Donnie Morrison. And it was great seeing Gina and Carol and their crew. So it was a great turnout, and happy birthday, Todd. It was a lot of fun on Saturday. And like I said, Sunday we kind of just laid back. And then, of course, Sunday night, our little dog Mia passed. Also, I want to thank our Friday's guests, Nick and Phyllis Hodges, live from Los Angeles from the Grammys, because Nick is a Grammy voting member. So they showed us a little bit of what was going on over there. So I was excited for them. And we'll talk about the Grammys. I have not watched the Grammys in a long time. Don't really care for it. It's just all this political bullshit with this ICE this and ICE that. And no, it's just bullock, as they say in England. Bullshit. I'm not interested in any of it. And we'll talk a little bit more on tomorrow, Tuesday, with Carol Bandolino on that. But we got other stuff to talk about. We got a nice week coming up, folks. Our first gig will be at Zaza's in Lake Barrington this Thursday. I'll be with Tony Toto. I'll be with Daryl Armenstad this Thursday. Me and Daryl will be at Zaza's. Friday, we'll be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse. And Saturday, making our debut at a brand new restaurant establishment, Gusto's Italian restaurant, family restaurant in Glenview. It's reopened. It's been there and it just reopened again. Jimmy Place and his family. So we'll be there on Saturday, the 7th. So I hope you guys come out to Glenview and enjoy some good stuff. This is Dick Sayets pen, Alderman. If you're watching, I am using your pens. You're probably not looking, but it was great seeing you too on Friday. Yeah, but we had a lot really to talk about. Kathy, buddy, thank you so much. Kathy, great seeing you Friday. Albert, what's up? Thank you guys for all. I posted it less than a half hour ago, and thank you all you guys for your prayers and your texts. I appreciate it very much. Mary, thank you. Carol, guys, thank you. Danny Maggi, thank you. Amy. Speaking of my buddy Danny Maggi, let's talk about Armando Supermarkets. Buy local, shop local. That's 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois. Besides groceries and produce, they also have meats, prepared food like rotisserie chicken. A lot of more stuff than just groceries. So get down to Armando's, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, and help our good friends from Armando's. All right, so yeah, and Mary, how you doing? Thank you. And we just made it final. Richie and Mary from NTD Vacations has made it final. It's going to happen, folks. That's right. It's going to happen. We are so proud to say again, for the fourth time, it will be Chicago Music Cruise, Tony Ocean and the Main Event Band, and Seventh Heaven. It's going to happen at the Stars of the Sea. Back on the Royal Caribbean by popular demand. It'll be January 10th, starting off in Orlando, going to Coco Cay, Bahamas, St. Thomas, and St. Martin. It's going to be good. And I've got a feeling I'm going to have another special guest joining us on this ship for this one next year. So I'll be making that announcement very shortly. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Alderman. So go to Mary at ntdvacations.com and do what you do. You got to put down Tony Ocean. We want to go. You want to hang out with Tony. You want to be part of Tony. I want to be on the ocean with Ocean. Give Mary a call at 630-688-1725. Book now. Book now. January 10th, 2027. There it is. Right there. January 10th. Thank you, Mary. Chicago Music Cruise 2027. How cool is that? Start pushing it. Start telling your friends. No excuses now. You got a year. To join us. And we're back on Royal Caribbean. So all the people were so happy that they're going to get thear Royal Caribbean points that they can use, which they could use when we were on the MSC World America. Pardon the dust, pardon the noise. Sabi up there and Eddie, they are working on still remodeling our kitchen. It's about another 3 weeks away, but they're making their noise and they're pounding and doing what they have to do. All right, so we talked about that. Today, February, of course, is Black History Month. So to all my brothers out there, God bless you, man, and have a good month. So Royal Rumble, if you're wrestling fans, I didn't get a chance to watch it. I knew of course, the great Roman Reigns won the Royal Rumble. I'm going to watch some highlights tonight on the Raw. But if you're into wrestling, interesting stuff. Now, I cannot believe. Is there another government shutdown again? They said it might shut down on Tuesday. I got to read. I got this at the last minute, so I didn't get a chance to really look at it. I'll find more about that. It's just one more bullshit thing after another. And you want to talk about bullshit, the Grammy Awards. I mean, the people, the performers. I mean, I can't say the performers because I don't follow that new music, so I really couldn't tell you. But some of the stuff with the award shows with twice and twice. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. How about Epstein's list? There's people out. Wow. Before we get to that, and also a bunch of shutdowns, let's just find also Groundhog's Day, which is tomorrow, right? I guess Woodstock Willie, who's the groundhog from Woodstock, said it's going to be early spring. So no shadow. So let's hope we get an early spring. Get that. We're going to start fishing again. For Chicago Cub fans, the great Pete Jenkins, one of the great pitchers they had, 83 years old. He's prayers in some bad condition health problems. So our prayers out to Ferg Jenkins, and I hope you get better at the age of 83 years old. Peter Band and one of their members, Joe G. Sarulo, the way. Sorry, Peter Prado, sorry about your bandmate. Also in Hollywood, Catherine O'Hara has passed away, comedian. She was in Home Alone and other great movies. Dies at the age of 71 years old. And another one that was when I was growing up, it's Groundhog's Day. All right, Lily, it really was a shit show, the Grammys, and we'll talk a little bit about that. We want to talk about another Hollywood loss. When I was a kid and a teenager, my favorite show on television, it was Sanford and Son and All in the Family. Of course, you can't have those shows anymore because nobody's got a sense of humor anymore because everybody's so offended with all this woke bullshit in Hollywood. But Sanford and Son, the man who played Lamont, Desmond Wilson, their son, dies at the age of 79 years old. And he was the Big Demi, as Fred Sanford would say, Big Demi Lamont. And he died at 79. Actually, Desmond Wilson's real first name is Grady. And Grady was a character, was Red Fox's best friend on the show. And if you're not familiar with the show, Red Fox's real name is Sanford was his real last name. So kind of cool how that all comes together. But another one gone from the great show of Sanford and Son. All right, what do we got here? Bruce Springsteen, Streets of Minneapolis. Oh, you know what's so sad, guys? One of my favorite actors and one of my favorite entertainers, I can't listen to anymore. This Robert De Niro thing, just over the top. I even though I watched Alto Kings because it was a mob movie, so I thought I would watch it. I watched it. It wasn't the best mob movie, but sometimes when I'm still watching De Niro movies, it's watching him with his stupid mouth and everything that he says. I mean, like I said, I don't care if you guys don't like, but Come on, time's enough's enough already. Just getting everything. It just drives me crazy. And Springsteen again. I'm going to keep no ice and this. Oh, you know what? Songs are like a bunch of cooking. I mean, and Springsteen's got a lot of great tunes. I mean, I love them. But man, Jesus Christ, let it go already. We know you're pissed. We know you don't agree with everything that's going on. But I mean, I guess it's the same thing when I bring up shit. You know, people say, Tony, you're bringing it up again. But, you know, unfortunately, some of this shit just keeps coming up on the television or social media or the news or whatever. It's just crazy. So here's something that's interesting. 158 Democrats in the House voted not to deport illegal aliens convicted of sex crimes. 158. That's a fact. You can look that up. 158 Democrats in the House voted not to deport. Why? And then when you look at this Epstein list that came out, if you guys seen it, I mean, so look at this, 180,000 photos, over 2,000 videos, and we're going to get to some of the names on here, which some I was shocked. Some we kind of knew about it already. All because you don't see things his way makes him a villain. No, it doesn't make him a villain. Again, Boyd, I'm not making him a villain. It's just that every time I see him, that's all it is. That's all it is. When you see De Niro in an interview now, it's the same shit over and over again. How about what you're doing next? What about your next movie? Or Bruce, what else is going on? It's the same shit. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's not that he doesn't agree with me. It's just that it's the same stuff, you know? That's what I was trying to say. You can still watch the reruns. Jill, how you doing? Packy in the house. But it's amazing on this list of Democrat, liberal people on this Epstein list. Wow. No wonder why they didn't want it out. No wonder why they didn't want it out. But before we get into that, Big Pharma has a drug for everything. Sort of what's going on here, right? Exactly. Sort of. But it's not my only topic I talk about, Boyd. I talk about everything in an hour. I'll mention it. But when you talk to Bruce Springsteen, when you see him on, that's all he talks about. When these guys are on the award shows, they talk like that. Why are you there? To accept an award. Thank you very much. Thank you for my award. God bless you. Oh, by the way, Big Pharma has a drug for everything, but a cure for nothing. Do you notice that? General De Niro is a whack job. How about all those artists spewing the anti-ICE speeches at the Grammys last night? That's why I switched to Tim McGraw live from Tampa. Well, there you go, Gene Richardson. Welcome to Ocean Spit. I'm glad you have the same views of I do on your opinion on the show. I used to love watching the Grammys. And remember the only time they had anything remember when Marlon Brando didn't accept the award and he brought in that Native American to accept the award for him in a protest? And that was it. And that was it. But we'll get to that, guys. We'll get to this list. Mind-boggling, this list. Really is. Wow. How about these stores that are closing? Listen to this, guys. Stores that are closing. Denny's is going to shut down 150 locations. I thought Denny's would last forever. Horrible award show last night, Jill. Thank you. I agree with you 100%. Gene, these people are all live they're all living a bubble. Ha, there you go, Gene. Thank you. They live in a bubble. Yeah, they have security all the time, these guys. Denny's, 150 locations closing. Some cheesecake factories are filing bankruptcy. Amazon Fresh, Fat Burger closing. Francesca's, I never heard of that place. I know the restaurant, but I didn't know it was a chain store. Saks Fifth Avenue, some of them are closing. Macy's, now we knew about these for a while. Carter's, I don't know what that is. Walgreens is closing 1,200 stores. Walgreens. Kroger, Foot Locker, Value City. I've been seeing less and less of those. Arby's. Popeyes is be closing 130 locations. I don't know how many they have. It's just sad when you see some of these places that are closing. That's the places that you grew up in, your childhood, which is nuts. Now, have you guys seen the list? Have you seen the new Epstein list? Have you seen the new Democratic liberal Epstein's list? Have you seen this, guys? The people that are on the other side. This is fucked up. This is fucked up, folks. This is really screwed up. Here's some names I'm going to throw at you, and you can look at it yourself and find out. This is all came out in the last couple days. I know there was a list before, but I think now remember also kind of remember some of these people might have been invited to the very first time. A lot of celebrities and people, or a lot of rich people, a lot of people were invited to the island at one particular time. Once they found out what was going on, the crazy shit that was going on there, then if they chose to stay and explore that bullshit, or when some of them said, hey, screw you, I ain't coming back to this island. But you know what's even worse? Even though some people that were on the island and knew what was going on and did not report it, it's just as bad as the people that were on this island doing the shit they were doing. I remember Trump a while back tried to call the FBI on some of the stuff. You have to turn it in. Remember what happened to what's the college, guys? And I'm sorry. Sandusky and the Italian coach, Joe Patero. I forgot the name of the college. Was his friend of his. He didn't want to ruin the reputation of the college, and he just said nothing. And when it finally went down, they went to Sandusky, went to jail, and the other guy went to jail. And of course, Joe Patero's career, his history and everything was tarnished. It's the same thing. Listen to some of these names. Russell Wilson, former quarterback of the Seattle Seahawks. Whoopi the View Goldberg. Al Gore, former vice president. Thank you, Gene, Penn State. Former Vice President Al Gore, 794 times, second under former President Bill Clinton. Second under Bill Clinton. Chuck Schumer, no shit. Jay-Z is left the country. Once his name was mentioned on that list, he's gone. He was 30 years old when he was dating Beyonce at 16 years old. Sammy Sosa. Yeah, you're right, Boyd. Trump is on the list, but he left. They said it. There's no proof they did anything. Elon Musk, I don't know about that. So you got a point. He was on the list. He's coming up. Sammy Sosa, your hero. Mr. Steroid. Mr. I cannot speak English. Mr. My check, I do not understand the question. Sammy Sosa. Harry Levitz, this piece of garbage, the producer of TMZ, where all this shit starts from. President Obama. He's on 2,000 pages. His name is mentioned. Now, here's some sad shit from my New York Giants, co-owner of the New York Giants, Steve Tiskett, if I'm pronouncing his name right, the co-owner of the football New York Giants. The co-founder of LinkedIn, Reid Hoffman. Harry Weinstein, no shit. Pusha T, Elon Musk, Robin Leach, and I don't know why. Wait, Elizabeth Warren's husband, she has no clue. Oh, I didn't know he was on that island. Ashley Mashow, I don't even pronounce her name. The Rock's daughter left. I don't even know who she is. She was the manager, I guess, of NXT. Bill Gates. No, everybody's awfully quiet about all these Democrats, liberals. All of you, look at it. Nobody's saying shit. It's just Trump to you guys. Just Trump. Trump went to the island and left when he found out what was going on with that shit. If they had more on President Donald Trump, it would be on every. Right now, if they had more on him, guys, as much as people might think, we wouldn't be able. Every TV show right now would be interrupting or this program to give you this special news. I've never seen so many quiet liberals. Quiet. Oh, really? Bill Gates. Jeff Hunt, my brother, I hope you're doing well. And I'm sorry. I know your cousin lost her child. And our prayers go out to her family and you, my friend. You believe this shit? And we're going to talk more about this. And we're going to talk more about the Grammys tomorrow. And look, and now it's out. No. Listen, I'm not saying that. Let's take this back. I'm only ones that I can see are the ones that came up on social media. That's what I'm saying. That's how I got this information. They came up on social media. It's just that some of these bigwigs, it's scary. Now, here's the thing. Everybody wants the list out. Okay? It's out. It's out. I mean, what else? 2 questions. What's her name? Gazelle, whatever, Max. Was she on some private island kicking back right now? Because obviously she's the one that gave him all this information. What's going to happen to her? You really think she's in prison? She's probably on a lockdown prison, like maybe her own island. She made a deal, right? What's going to happen to her? And what's going to happen to Bill Gates, let's just say? And Chuck Schumer, Al Gore, Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton, this list came out, 6 months ago. Bill Clinton is still doing book tours and getting paid for it. What happened? Just like in Minneapolis with Waltz and all this thing with the learning centers. Correct. Epstein did cater to celebrities. And guys, not only celebrities, had to be people with money because it probably cost a lot of money to be on that island. Gary, today is the 5th anniversary of the passing of my sister Elise of Rocks. Oh, you know what? Elise was a great lady. She used to do my hair when I had it. So, Gary, and I'm trying to Gary and Dante, I hope I can get you on the show Wednesday. We'll talk about your new Beatles project because I'm excited about that. It should be a lot of fun. If you want to go to Assumption, say there's other program. Okay. See, but all you can say, Boyd, is Trump. Can you tell me about the other fucking 20 I just mentioned? That's what I'm trying to say. It's because the hatred of the president is one guy. I got it. Was he on the list? Whatever he did, is it on there? I'm trying to say to you, nobody's saying anything about these guys. Nobody. Did you all know that Barack Obama's mentioned 2,000 times? Really? Al Gore, of all people? Ronnie B. What's up, brother? Hope you're doing well. So the question is that I'm going to ask you guys, what happens now? It's out. No more bitching. When is it coming out? What happens now? Are they going to make it a reality series? Are they going to put a book about it? What happens now? What happens now? I'm going to tell you exactly what happens. Nothing. Zero. Zilch. Nothing. Like unfortunately, if you go to the churches and some of those priests, what happens to them? They get moved from one parish to another parish. Is anything being cured? Is anybody? No. Zilch. Nada. Now what else can we bitch at? So who knows? Like I said, this list, a lot of people went on this island when they found out what was going on. That's the next question we got to ask. All these people that we mentioned, or some of the people that I didn't mention that are on that list. Did they stay on? Did they just visit the island? If you visit the island more than twice, you know what's going on. I can see you going there one time. Okay, maybe you didn't get the lay of the land or whatever. Right? Like what's his name's parties? P. Diddy's parties. The first floor was a regular party. Everybody was there. But if you went to the second, third, more shit went on. What happens? Doesn't mean that they all did something to do with the shit that went down. Correct. You're right. Exactly. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. But it's just weird, isn't it? And you guys think, I was talking to somebody, of course I can't get this person on the show, and I won't even mention a name, but going down the rabbit hole and going down way back to the Freemasons and going back to all this shit's like, wow. It's mind-boggling to me. Just because Epstein turned to be a criminal doesn't make, it's still yeah, well, good point. That's true. You know, once a crook, always a crook isn't exactly the presumption, you know. It's just mind-boggling what's going to happen. And that's it. What do you pay, a hefty fine? Is it like a DUI? You got to get a monitor on now to make sure you're not, I don't know. Professor, what's up? Daryl, how you doing? Nice job on Friday. And Daryl, I'll see you on Thursday at Zaza's, my friend. So, with all this crap going on, folks, and I don't know. It's just mind-boggling to me. It's scary to me because I don't know if anything is going to get done with it. And what happens? Do you throw Obama in prison? Do you throw Trump? Do you throw Elon Musk in prison? I don't know. Let's get some headlines here. The last time I love it when, I don't know if you like Ricky Gervais. I love Ricky Gervais. I love when he said, holy shit, Ricky Gervais goes viral again. This was the Golden Globe speech. Now, this is a few years ago. And he was dead right. And if you watched it, if you didn't, I'll probably go on forever till everybody's sick of hearing about it. And then it'll just, yeah, Boyd, you're probably right. It'll be just like, like cry wolf, cry wolf, cry wolf. You're right. Okay. It's going to be just like, remember when we were hearing things before as kids, we'd go, oh my God. Now there is no more, oh my God. And this list here, I was shocked. But when I seen Al Gore's name, I was shocked Obama's name was on this list. If you're mentioned on 2,000 pages, you're probably there more than once. Who knows? You know? But Ricky Gervais says, and this was at the Golden Globes years ago, And with his British accent. All you big, there's a big ear for you pedophiles, you pedos, your movies, you shut up. I know Jeffrey Epstein was your friend, but I don't care. You're in no position to lecture anyone. Gotta love Ricky Gervais. My buddy David. What's up, buddy? Like the cousin next to went off. Yeah. Right, Boyd. Good point. We still don't know. Now, I just seen something, guys, that they came up with some other video. You hear about this? That they might have been, and I will find this. I can't find it today, but I will find it. There's a new video that came out on the Kennedy assassination saying it proves that there's a second shooter. But even if the case, you think it's going to come out now? No, these people are all dead. James Hammer, you won the contest. You won the $25 gift card from A&1 Steakhouse. Now, come Thursday, I'll either mail it to you, give me your address, or come Thursday to Zaza's and I'll give it to you, James Hammer. You won the contest. Let me know. Either I put it in the mail or I'll see you Thursday. Zaza's, Lake Barrington. Anyway, you're watching Ocean's Pit. Now here, and we're talking about ICE. ICE arrested 650 illegals in West Virginia in over a 2-week period, all without protest or riot. Why? Because local and state law enforcement worked with ICE. This is how it's supposed to be. Do you know how many it's just nuts where in certain places this stuff happens and it's done rightfully. And then look at this, Roy McCampbell, my attorney, great guy if you're looking for a great attorney. Historical fact. Listen to this, guys. This is something completely different, but listen to this. Historical fact, longest serving Democratic Senator Robert Byrd, B-Y-R-D, died on 2010. Hillary called him her mentor. Hillary Clinton called him her mentor. President Obama gave him a eulogy at his funeral. Senator Byrd was the grand wizard of the Ku Klux Klan. Fact. I mean, this is going back. Bad Bunny, accept the award. We are not savages. We are not animals. We are not aliens. We are humans. We are Americans. Hate gets more powerful with more hate. The only thing that is more powerful than hate is love. I don't know nothing about Bad Bunny. I know that he made an appearance when I was watching wrestling. I don't follow his music. I'm sure he's very talented at what he does. Well, I won't watch halftime. Not interested. That's just me. I'm a 63-year-old grumpy old Italian guy. Just me. No interest to me. First anti-woke morning show. Fox News unveils Rob Schneider's new show to counter The View. We call The Drama. Has reached a peak in 2026 media season begins. Ron Schneider's reportedly vowed to change the landscape of television, allegedly calling out The View on his way of new independent. So it wouldn't be, you think about this, remember back if you had, even like back in old broadcasters, you had the one guy that rooted for the good guy, the home team, and then you have the color guy that might give it, you know what I mean? Or when you used to watch wrestling, there was one guy that was always for the baby face, and another guy was always rooting for the heel. Well, you got The View, and you got Jimmy Kimmel, and you got all those woke, and you don't have that many stuff on day that has anything to do with the opposite. So, I mean, I'm not a big fan of Rob Schneider. Making copies or whatever it is. I don't know anything about the guy. Violet, I hope you're having a great day, hon. Thank you. So that'd be cool to get another perspective. Of course, it would be the other perspective going against The View. I'm just reading other stories here. Amazon is planning the largest layoff in history, turning over 30,000 jobs. And I was saying that Amazon Fresh was closing. 30,000 jobs. You know what? You look at Amazon, you're thinking, my God. I mean, everybody's ordering off computers these days. Andrea Bocelli, opera singer, cancels all scheduled performance in New York City for next year, declaring boldly, sorry, New York, but I don't sing for communists. There are some people that are putting their foot down on either way, on either side. I don't know. It's so mind confusing, guys. It's so scary. Going back to the Grammys, Patrice, how you doing, my friend? I think Cher was highly normally, and you don't hear bragging about her career, but she took that. You know, I like Cher. I always did, Boyd. And they gave her a Lifetime Achievement Award that I've seen highlights of. I always liked Cher. Another one, outspoken, didn't give a shit what she looked like. Here's my new hairstyle. Here's the guy I'm going out with. Ba, 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 ba. Kept to herself. I always liked Cher. Still do. Major country stars were they skipped the Grammys after last year's event. After Beyonce's country album Cowboy Carter won an Album of the Year, the award show snubbed the topic this year, giving not one nomination to any country artist in 4 main categories. How do you do the Grammys with music and not nominate anybody country artists? It's like, and this Trevor Noah, oh my God, is he horrible? Just a waste. I don't know. Maybe nobody wants to do it. It's not like when we were kids. Come on, Boyd and guys, Grammys were the best rock album, right? Whether it was going to be Aerosmith's new one or was it going to be, you know what I mean? Oh, and Springsteen won a lot. It's just like it's gone. Here it is, New York Post. Going back to my Kennedy thing. New York Post. This was 8 hours ago. New York Post. You might want to Google this. I might Google this so I get more information on it. JFK assassination film held by feds could be worth $900 million and can prove second shooter on the grassy knoll. If they have this on the New York Post and it's out, well, what are they waiting for? The film is worth $900 million. The feds got it. And they prove the second shooter was on the grassy knoll. Why isn't this on every headline right now? Karen, how many times Elon Musk made mention and just excuse me. Yes, Musk was on there. You're correct. He was. And just like Albert said, or like some of you people that were saying, they're on the list. We don't know. Did they stay after they found out all this crazy shit was going on? Did they go back? Or didn't they? That's something, I don't know what they'll do. When are we going to find that out? Okay, you got the list. These are the people on the island. All right, so did they come more than once? You know what I mean? Boy, just like Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yeah, right, Boyd? There's no metal. There's no metal, no heavy metal. There's no more. God. And I hear somebody here upset with CBS has crossed the line, not happy with their sorry, please not hate replies. I'm just disgusted with the message during the Grammy ceremony. Honor your president and the plan. If you're against the country, then you're treason. I mean, guys, let's see. A 2025 report confirmed that 51 of all internet traffic is now non-human bots. Half the time you argue with someone online, you aren't fighting a person. You're training an AI. The internet is already dead. Could this be true on revampknowledge.com? The internet, oh, sorry. The internet could really be gone. Video made entertainment purpose only. Is that possible now? That people, I mean, we're arguing with fake people? You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. Let's get a little weather. Let's get a little weather topic for you wonderful people today. And it's time for the JRC Ace Hardware Minute. The weather for today, for Monday, February 2nd. Ladies and gentlemen, it's 27 degrees right now, 77% humidity, 8-mile-an-hour winds. It's kind of cold. There's not much sun out there today. But hopefully you'll get warmer now with the groundhog saying spring is right around the corner. That's brought to you by our friends from JRC Ace Hardware Store. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. So, I mean, who knows? It's mind-boggling to me. And I keep looking at this stuff, and then I start Googling some of it to try to find out what's real, what isn't real. Ask yourself why this was never a headline. This is kunfiltered.com if you follow this. Ask yourself why this was never a headline. Power decides what you're allowed to hear. 56 people were shot by ICE during President Obama's presidency. You didn't hear about it because Democrats were in power. Really? See? It's because the hatred of one man. And because when the Democratic Party was in charge of our government, of our country, they let you hear what you want to hear or what they think you can hear. I don't know. It's just a little crazy. Here, Janine Pirro, or Pirro, that's how you pronounce her name. If money is quietly moving crowds in the streets, it's time to treat it like organized crime. So think about this. If it's proven that these protests are getting paid by George Soros or anybody else that they're talking about, that some of these, not all the protesters, but some of them are getting paid to go out there and cause riots and cause trouble. If this is true, why don't use it like RICO Act with the mafia? The mob was getting away with all that stuff, and then until they turned it into the RICO Act. Now they can get you, they can convict a group of people instead of one individual person. And that's when it came to the end of the mob. Can this be it? Could they start treating these protesters like the RICO? Conservative Ant. You guys know he was on the show before. Millions of followers. Awake yet? Donald Trump's attorney, Alina Habba, just exposed Judge Arthur Engoron on her Instagram. He took $10,000 bribe from Joe Biden's shell companies to convict Donald Trump. Now, if this is true or not, how many times back in the day, remember when John Gotti was on trial, and 4 times, was it, until he finally got caught because the other ones were being bribed? The jury was bribed, the judge was bribed. Right? Who the hell? That's what I mean. We don't even know if a regular court now, or a regular judge, if it's real or not. We don't even know that anymore. Here's somebody says something completely opposite. This is from Jeffrey Maddie. It's a stunning victory for truth and justice. Newly released emails from the infamous Jeffrey Epstein files have completely cleared President Donald J. Trump of any criminal or inappropriate involvement with the disgraced financer. The Department of Justice, under the mandate of Trump's Transparency Act, dropped 3 bombshell documents. They have slammed the door on years of baseless smears peddled by fake news and media and desperate Democrats. This is just one person's opinion, mind you. This is not just a win for Trump. It's a massive blow to the deep state witch hunters who tried to drag our greatest president through the mud. Again, this is Jeffrey Maddie's opinion. The emails obtained exclusively Fox News, Epstein's the emails obtained exclusively by Fox News reveal Epstein's own frustrations with Donald Trump. They show him labeling Trump dopey and demented in private rants. Far from implicating him, the message confirmed Trump never received the message from Epstein's network. Again, we're hearing this stuff. Guys, I don't know. I was hoping that we can get a little bit more, some fun stuff today, you know. It's just crazy. Frank, how you doing, buddy? I appreciate it. I hope you're having a great day. Let's see. What's the topic for the weekend, guys? That's just what happens when you watch any types of shows, and it's one story after another. February 3rd, 1959, rock and roll stars Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and the Big Bopper, JP the Big Bopper Richardson, chartered a plane, traveled between stops in the Winter Dance Party Tour. The plane crashed minutes after takeoff. Yeah, you're right about that too, Boyd. Like I said, when are we going to find out the truth of anything, my friend? When are we going to find the truth? And you guys can tell me this and say whatever you want, but isn't that what Jimmy Kimmel's going through? And I'm not comparing myself to any of those big, rich, money guys who can say whatever the hell they want 5 nights a week, mutant viewers, whatever, and say whatever they want. And that talk show is completely changed too, right? So I can see your frustration. I know mine. Super Bowl is coming up this Sunday. The New England Patriots against the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the difference. Listen to this. This was the cost of ads. And you know what? When people talk about the Super Bowl, what do they like? They like the commercials because they're not very happy with the halftime shows, at least not me, but the commercials, and they still have not been as good as they used to. But in 1967, to run an ad, to run a commercial, was $42,000. In 1970, it was $78,000. 1980, $222,000. 1985, $525,000 to put an ad in the Super Bowl. Let's go to 2000. So it went from $42,000 in 1967 to $2 million in 2000. Karen, I'm praying, babe. Honey, I'm telling you, Karen, I'm praying that better days are ahead. All these evil people, I hope they can all go down. I hope. But they got to start somewhere with somebody, and it's got to be somebody big. Because when somebody big goes down, then everybody else they freak out. Somebody big's got to go down. The problem is when somebody big goes down, as you all know, he will rat everybody. He or she, will rat. Okay, 2000, 2 million. 2005, let's see, 2000, 2020, $5.6 million for a commercial. Are you ready, folks, to run a commercial in this Super Bowl coming up this Sunday, February 7th, between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks? A commercial will run you $8 million. Now, mind you, how many people are going to see those commercials? So if you've got the money and you want your product out there, bam, it's a win-win. $8 million. Burger King is testing a new breakfast Whopper. Early, everyone agrees fries and ketchup belong together. Enjoying them and to go, and always a mess balancing sauce. I guess they're doing this one here. They're not putting on, it's the burger. It's okay. So it's the burger, then it's the bacon, then it's the hash brown, then it's the egg, then it's the piece of cheese, and then it's the meat. The new Whopper breakfast burger. Enjoy that. Enjoy that. Elon Musk shutting down Tesla car factories to manufacture robots instead. No shit. I mentioned on Friday, there was an artist in China, some rap artist. He's like the Justin Bieber or whatever, Bruno Mars of China. And he was up on stage doing this dancing moves. And, like Bruno and all these other guys have, Janet Jackson, everybody, they have their dancers next to them. These guys dancing next to this star in China, all robots. All robots. That's another thing we all have to look forward to. And the Grammys. I'm not really big of an Eagles fan. They had a couple good songs to me, but a lot of people like them. Look at this, folks. The Eagles' greatest hits album is now America's best-selling album ever. Certified quadruple diamond. Quadruple diamond. Their greatest hits album that came out in 1976. This were the songs between 1971 and 1975. More any units than any other band in America. The Record Industry Association of America announced that the album was reached quadruple diamond certification, making over 40 million copies sold in the United States alone. Boyd, I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you. I ain't worried about robots until there's a guy at Johnny's serving me the beef. You're right. Thank you again for, of course, we talked about our loss of our little dog, Mia. If you're just joining us, who died last night, she was sick and suffering. And now she's not suffering anymore, our little Mia. All right. You were mentioning the robots, and I told you this, Boyd, not this, told you guys, all of you, not just Boyd. Sandra, how are you doing, hon? Not on the MSC World America, but on the Royal Caribbean, I told you, robot bartenders. Robot bartenders. You push the button and the robot got the ice. So here, I can see the robot giving you a beef or a hot dog or a double dog. Or a combo juicy with giardiniera, hold the peppers, and an Italian ice. I can see it, Boyd. I could see it. Coming soon. Adding vanilla syrup turns McDonald's Sprite into a cotton candy Sprite. So go get a Sprite from McDonald's and add vanilla syrup to it, and it instantly turns into cotton candy Sprite. Genius. Whoever thought? Never expect to get back what you give. Not everyone has the same heart like you or yours. How true is that? How true is that? You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. It is about a minute before we go. We will talk more tomorrow. We will have, of course, Carol Bandolino be here for Twisted Tuesday. My guest Wednesday, my buddy Gary Witz and Dante, we're going to be on. They have a new band, a tribute band to the Beatles. So we'll have them on, see what their new project is about. I'm looking forward to that. Also, guys, if you're looking for landscaping, now is the time to start. Now is the time to get out there. If you don't have a landscape company already, and you want to get a new company to take care of your lawn and grass and all that stuff, we're talking about Jack Vena Landscaping. Jack Vena Landscaping, folks, it's the needs call the best. It's exactly the screen's coming up to the screen whenever it gets there. It's a little short today. There it is. Jack Vena Landscaping. Get your spring cleaning up schedule, mulching, fertilizing, weed control, also plant design service and installation. They've been servicing the North Shore for over 50 years. Call my buddy Tommy at 847-432-5266. Sent you. Get that now. Sign up now because it's time. Pretty soon. You'll be going for your garden and all that stuff. So it's important. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. It is 12 o'clock till Thursday. We'll be at Zaza's in Lake Barrington. Friday, Chicago Prime Steakhouse. And Saturday, we'll be at Gusto's Italian Restaurant in Glenview, a brand new place. We got other shows coming up. Next Thursday, we'll be at the Shea Ritz Hotel in Arlington Heights next Thursday, the 12th. 13th, being a benefit in Kenosha, Wisconsin for the firefighters. I'm excited that we love doing stuff for all the first responders and our military and our veterans. On the 14th, Impact Fuel Room at Ocean's Rat Pack in Libertyville. On the 21st of February, we'll be at Taverna on Division. The 28th will be at Rookies and Hoffman Estates. March 7th will be at Johnny Cabs. And March 21st, Twisted Distillery, gotta love it, in Highwood. This morning, if you watched my Facebook page, we printed out. I posted 7 or 8 new restaurants, new venues. We just picked up Chef Shangri-La in March on a Thursday. They never had entertainment on a Thursday. They're going to try it with me on a Thursday. And Primo in Gurney, which I played there years and years ago. So we're going to be there April 11th. I'm going to have a early show at the Hobart Theater with the Rat Pack, and then I got to get out of there and fly down to Gurney for that show at 6:30. So that'll be interesting. Guys, thank you for watching the show today, and thank you for bearing with me. I'm just a little aggravated today, as you can see. Lola, I worked on the Ford account. They opened the battery plant 2 years ago. Kentucky, 4 million square feet, closing down. Michigan battery plant. Okay, go to hybrid instead. Yeah, it's sad that these places are closing, and all these stores and restaurants and places that we mentioned. It's just sad all around. Again, sorry, I'm a little cranky today with the whole Grammy thing and all this Epstein shit. It's just driving me a little crazy. But I'm glad it's out now. So let's see where the darts where they land. We'll see what happens on that tomorrow. Twisted Tuesday with Carol Brandolino. Hopefully we can get Carol, my wife, to step in on Thursday along with Carol as well. And we got a guest coming up on Friday. We'll be making that announcement tomorrow. Birthdays for February 2nd. Humble Pie. Fred Flintstone, when I'm home, would be 98 years old. Brinkley, 72. Bria Bella, for you wrestling fans, the Bella twins. Paula Abdul, 63. Graham Nash of the Hollies and the Birds, 84 years old. Excuse me. The Hollies and Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Don Everly Brothers. Ross Valerie, former bass player of Journey. I think he's still with Journey now, 77 years old. Dave Batista, for all you wrestling fans, 57 years old. Sherman Hemsley, the Jeffersons, 88 years old. Don Johnson, Miami Vice, 76. Garrett Morris, Saturday Night Live, 89 years old. Clark Gable. Mike Campbell, former guitar player for Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. And 3 great entertainers in the Chicagoland area. Donnie DeMarco, celebrating a birthday. Donnie, long time no see. I hope you're doing well. Michael Avaleria, great voice, focal point He got a great vocal. I forgot the name of his band. I'm sorry, but he's a great singer. Check him out. And former good friend of ours. He played Santa Claus for the Obama organization, and he was on our show. He used to run Stay Out Disco on Manheim Road. Mr. Bill Romanet. He's celebrating a birthday up in heaven. Mr. Bill, we miss you, buddy. Also, birthday to both my daughter-in-laws. A couple days ago was Jess Fank. Of course, Jess is the wife of our son Joe, who's going to have a baby in April. They just got married. They got a baby coming, a baby boy. So happy birthday, Jess. And today's birthday, my daughter-in-law, Ange. Of course, her and Tony had a baby a couple days ago. So Ange, happy birthday to Ange and Jess. I love you both. And the 6-year anniversary for Ocean's Pit. We're trying to come up with a date. We're looking at tentative for March 4th. March 4th, back at the Village Pub. Village Tavern in Schaumburg. Remember the free chicken fingers and booze and all that good shit. We're going to work out the details, but it looks like it's going to be March 4th. So keep your eyes on that with more stuff coming up, folks. Guys, thank you for watching. We do appreciate it. Let's get right to the important friends. Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. The JRC Ace Hardware stores. Save on all supplies you need for your next paint project. Buy one, get one 50% off on Clark and Kensington or Royal Paint. Select Ace paint kits, including tray, brush, and rollers. Select Frog Painter's Tape. CD in-store ad for 25% off all one regular priced items under $50 or $12.50 off any item over $50. That's more great sales at our friends from JRC Ace Hardware Store. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Guys, thank you so much. We'll be back again tomorrow. Buy local, shop local, support local establishments, support live entertainment. Be kind to one another. And if you're offended with anything in this show, change the channel. But just because you're offended doesn't mean you're right. The moral of the story is just be kind to everybody. We all have different opinions. We all wear different glasses. We all have different hairstyles. We all drive different cars. Try to love one another. It's hard this day and age with all the shit they keep throwing down our throats. Let's keep positive. Try. See you tomorrow. Ringo says peace and love. And thank you all for watching Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Nick Sahajas, take us out. Bye-bye, everybody.
Time to go. It's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Bye-bye, everybody. God bless.